Guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm scared. Today I am reading out your assumptions about me. Guys probably think I'm joking, but I'm fucking terrified because I do kind of feel like people have it in for me a little bit. I don't know, I feel like people always not have it in for me, but I just feel like some of you guys have the set opinion and you're so sure about who I am, where I've come from, everything else. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what you've said. You're not gonna believe me, but I have just taken a screenshot of all of the assumptions about myself, and I haven't read them yet because I just wanted you guys to see my actual reaction. So I do apologize if I end up bursting into tears or you never end up seeing this video. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Oh, we're going straight into it. I assume that you don't have any brown, different, poor friends, and it shows. That's not actually true. So I'm from Wanganui and I'm still friends with all of the people that I grew up with. I grew up in an area called Wanganui East, so I actually had some mongrel mob members, kids as my friends. I know you would never assume that, but like, yeah, I grew up like in Wanganui and then we moved just north of Wanganui to a farm, and I still stayed friends with all those people. Her partner's brown. My ex-boyfriend was brown. Like, I don't know, I find that it's a little bit rude, and it depends what you mean by different as well. So like, I was like a scene kid growing up and stuff, so I had very fucking different friends. Now that assumption is true because I think all of my friends are different in their own ways, but I don't think any of them are like super different society wise. I love them for very, very different reasons. Poor friends? I don't actually have that many poor friends now, and you can just take this however you want it, but we travel a lot and we're always wanting to do things when we're back in New Zealand, so it is quite hard, and you do end up kind of phasing away from the people that can't do stuff. And I think like a lot of my friends don't have very much money, but they'll set money aside to be able to do stuff rather than go out and drink and stuff. My family, however, is not very well off, and obviously we do everything that we can to help out my family. I wouldn't say poor, because a New Zealand version of poor is a lot different to, say, American poor. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, my family's really poor. You are a bitch. I can be a bitch. I used to be very, very kind, and I used to get walked over a lot. So now I can sometimes come across as a bit of a bitch, but it just takes a bit to get to know me, if that makes sense. If you meet me, I'm always going to be really nice to you, but I always have like a little bit of a guard, just because I've been hurt so much by people just being like, oh, I want to shout out and I want this, and I feel like I've fallen for that so much in the past that it's kind of made me put up a little bit of a barrier. So like, if you say you follow me, I'll be very fucking nice to you because I feel like I wouldn't be where I am now without you guys, and I appreciate you and I love you so fucking much. But if you're just like a random person that finds out how many followers I have and you think you can like be friends with me for clout reasons and stuff, I can be a little bit of a bitch. When am I actually a bitch? When you come for my fucking fiance. Then the hair is going up and she can be getting, you can be getting a fucking ass whipping, let me tell you that. Then I'm a bitch. Okay, this assumption's quite good, that you're very insecure but you put up a front so no one notices. I like this because I do have my own insecurities. Have they gotten better or worse with social media? Definitely worse. I think growing up, again, going back to the whole Wanganui thing, is like I grew up with like quite a small nose and stuff. So obviously when your school's predominantly Samoan and Māori, you look different than everyone else. So I was bullied a lot, being called like Michael Jackson and stuff, and like now obviously, like I've talked about it in the past, people now are like, oh, where did you get your nose job and blah blah blah, and I'm like, Dr. Womb, and they're like, oh, I can't find him, and I'm like, no, Dr. Womb, you know, my mum popped me out of her fucking vagina with this nose. No, there's always things that everyone is going to be insecure about. But I don't think I put up a front about it. I openly talk about my insecurities, and yeah, that's that. Oh my god, some of these are like really weird. There's a lot that is like, I think you're, I'm just gonna read out the horrible ones. That sounds really bad, but like there's a lot that are like, I think you're the best version of yourself and living in the moment, that you're really kind, blah blah blah. Oh, here's one. I assume that your nose isn't real. See what I mean? Take everything with a grain of salt, 100%. I always try. I think depending on the day and stuff, you can let, going back to the insecurities and stuff, I suppose, you can kind of let negativity and stuff in, but I really do try to take everything as a grain of salt. So if someone says I'm beautiful, if somebody says I'm a fucking piece of shit, I see that as the same thing. I just try and kind of, you know, skim past everything. I don't assume anything about you, as you always come across as so real and down to earth. I think I really appreciate that, because honestly, I'll tell you, people from back in Wanganui think that I've changed. I think I've grown, but I don't think I've changed. I'm still that same weird kid that was bloody eating dog biscuits in primary school. You eat a lot of, I mean, Josh would probably appreciate it if I ate more of his. This is definitely getting demonetized, and Mum, I'm so sorry if you're watching this, I apologize. Oh, you want to know all of the truth? No, I'm not, I'm really not. Beautiful person, outside and inside, and you have an excellent body. That was really kind until the end. Oh, I assume that you do nothing. This, let's grind my gears a little bit, because people do just think, like, I hate saying influencers, I prefer the term creators. Play me a little violin. Sit around and we do nothing all day, and we're just like, but first, let me take a selfie. I just got $5,000 for that. When, yes, there are photos involved, yes, there's editing involved, yes, there's talking back and forwards to brands, my favourite thing to do out of the whole job. The editing takes so fucking long. Like, I love YouTube, but I would put out a lot more videos if editing was faster. Jesus Christ. Aside from that and my personal brand and shooting and doing all the brand collabs and all that kind of thing, talking backwards and forwards with my manager, flying overseas and that, aside from that, which I guess you could consider as nothing compared to what other people have to do, we do have a lot to do. So we've got Saatchi watches, obviously, we've got Wander with presets, we have a fitness app on the way, we had Flex Fitness as well. That's a lot, and Josh and I kind of find hiring people a little bit difficult. That sounds terrible, but like all the computer kind of stuff, I do all the creative stuff. So like I'll do all of the like the marketing, the banners and stuff. So like say we've got a Valentine's Day sale we just recently had, so that meant Josh had to go and update everything on the website. We had to go and do like a whole new stock take. I did all the packaging. We took all the photos for the campaign, changed all the website and stuff, made all the Instagram banners, the Facebook banners, the new cover banners, the website banners, all the story art, all the story fucking movable shit. I don't know the actual terms. But stuff like that, people just go, oh wow, who takes your photos? Us. Who does your website? Us. Who does your marketing? Us. Who does all your ads? Us. Who does all of your graphics? Us. So it's like we do a lot. Like we don't really show that much of our work. We have been showing it a little bit more lately because you guys have been showing a bit of interest in kind of like what we've been doing and how late we work and stuff. But we do really have to try and set time aside for us because we work together and stuff all the time. It is very easy to not just work into the night, work into the early morning, because there's always something more to do. So I definitely don't think that one's true. That is the most untrue thing ever. A boss in the bed. I'm a boss out bed. I'm not even gonna answer that. Oh, another one, that you're very good in bed. What, do I just like ooze sex appeal or something? I mean, you're gonna have to ask my fiance about that one. Actually really smart as well as beautiful. Oh, I like this. See, a lot of people just think because I'm very like loud and stupid and I'm a bit of a fucking klutz, people do assume that I'm actually really stupid. But I was top of my class over I think 6 or 7 subjects, can't even remember. Memory problems, that's where I get a bit stupid. Like I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. It's really a problem. If you have answers for that, definitely let me know. Art-wise, I think I am quite intelligent, but it's the common sense and stuff and practical shit that, like, just little things like I'm trying to cool down water and Josh will be like, you put ice around it so it still stays sterile. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. I was trying to put it in the fridge. Like, just little things like that I'm just a bit stupid with, but book smarts I think I'm quite good with. You were really popular at school. No, I was not popular. So again, with the book smarts, I was a bit of a nerd and stuff. It wasn't until I kind of grew boobs and I got a little bit older, hit puberty, that boys started giving me attention. But prior to that, like, I wasn't popular at all, and even then I think people did think I was just very weird, which worked out well for videos because I can just 100% be myself and I'm a fucking weirdo. But that doesn't make you popular at school, it makes you get bullied at school. So there was a lot of days where, like, I would literally drink a whole bottle of salt water because someone told me that was what made you sick, so I wouldn't have to go to school. Turns out, it doesn't make me sick. It just made me feel like shit for the whole day. That you have a rich family that pays for everything. This makes me so mad. So I have a very small family. My mum, while she was honestly the most amazing mother I could have ever asked for, she went without a lot of the time to provide for me. And I don't mean like so she could buy me random shit. It was like she would not eat so I could eat. And I know people will go, oh yeah, you came from nothing, wah wah, play me a fucking violin. We did come from nothing, and I'm very, very grateful for the upbringing I had because I had a very, very good mother that went without a lot of the time to make sure that I still had the best possible upbringing that I could have. But I am in no way from a rich family. Speaking of, just touching on that as well, is like, people always assume either my family or Josh pays for everything. Now Josh and I go like halves in most things, but we both have very sporadic pays. So if one month he hasn't had very much income, I'll cover stuff, and vice versa. I think we work really well like that, and it fucks me off when people just assume that like he pays for everything for me or our family pays for everything, because both of us aren't from well-off families. We took so long to save up for a house, and we were very, very proud that we got to, well, we managed to actually save enough to buy a house in the Auckland market, because people go, oh, how much was your house? Like 400 grand? It's like, no. Auckland house prices are fucking insane. Like, it's absolutely diabolical how much they cost. But I'm very, very proud of how much we managed to save, and like how much we have actually accomplished off our own back. Like, that means a lot to me. Like, I think personally, like, while it is really cool to have stuff handed to you, I think working for stuff yourself and like understanding that hustle and that grind, and it taking a long time to actually achieve something, it just lights you in a way that nothing else ever will. My best friend was like, that you always eat food with your fingers. Indeed. If you guys saw me eat a burger, you would unsubscribe. You would never see me again. Like, no. It's terrifying. Oh my god, it's terrifying. I literally like pull out the middle of the burger and then I pick around the whole outside of it. You would never wear anything secondhand. Well, that's a weird one. I mean, I've definitely been to thrift shops before and stuff, and I have bought stuff. I've bought stuff off like designer wardrobe and that before. I have a few designer bags that I've actually purchased online from like vloggers and bloggers and stuff. Necessarily be able to afford, and they're like fucking $6,000. Like, come on. So I do have a few things that are secondhand, but I definitely, because obviously I work with fashion over and companies like that, they do tend to send me clothing. I assume that you're a woman that's tall and you like midgets. What? Sorry? I assume that you're really confident about your body. No, not really. Some days I'm like, yes queen, you ate a salad yesterday, you're looking lean as fuck. And then other days I'm like, oh my god, I'm so fat, I'm just gonna go smash a whole bag of chips and make myself feel way better about myself by wearing Josh's clothes because they're bigger. So it makes me feel skinnier. You're actually quite shy in social environments. 100%, 100 fucking %. I overthink so much in social environments where I'm like, oh my god, do they know me? Oh my god, they don't like what I'm wearing. Oh, they think I look like a bitch. Oh, I'm intimidating people. Oh, now I'm intimidated by people. I just overthink the entire time. Like, I am getting a lot better. But that's so true. Your boyfriend buys your luxury items. No, actually. So Josh has bought me a couple of things. Like, he's bought me like a Gucci belt and a pair of shoes. And I've bought him like a Louis bag and some loafers. But like, we tend to just get our own stuff. That sounds weird. Pay for anything and you get everything for free. I am very, very grateful in the respect I work with some of my favorite brands. So obviously they send me stuff. But free stuff is such, like, I'm kind of removed myself from all the PR lists other than 2, and they know to not send me any brands other than, say, like Bondi Sands, because it's something that I use all of the time and I know that I can put that on my story, because what they do is they basically send you out stuff like a trained monkey, and they're like, here you go, here's a free tanning mitt, and then they expect you to do a story for it, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that side of things, but I'm complaining about the fact that a lot of influencers post PR packages that they've never used before. I don't necessarily agree with that, because if you're following me and you are like so influenced by what I use, you're gonna go, oh my god, she's used that tanning mitt before and she thinks it's awesome. So I will always, if I do get a PR package, which is very, very rare, but if I do get one, I will tell you guys whether or not I have used the product or not before. But a lot of stuff I do pay for. Like, I hear of stories of people that are like, oh my god, like, we get everything for free and we do this and we do this, and like, why are you paying for that lunch? And I'm like, it's fucking lunch. Pay for it. Support those local businesses. It's not that hard. They don't have to look at price tags. I always look at price tags because I actually have such an expensive taste in stuff. Like, to be honest, I don't really tend to go into stores that often, so if I'm buying online, you see the price. And that you love designer brands. I love Dior, I love Balenciaga, but I love teaming it with Fashion Nova. Get your booty done. So I did 6 months ago, I had a BBL. Ironically, a lot of people think that I had a BBL prior to that, but anyway. Don't want to have kids. I really want to have kids. I really want to have kids so bad that I'm actually worried that when it comes to it, we're going to struggle and stuff and we're not going to be able to have kids. But I really want a boy and a girl, ideally. That you're a very, very honest, lovely person that doesn't care about what others think. Oh, thank you. Hey, Atlas! Shush! Thank you, I really appreciate that. I do try to be very honest with my audience. It is one of my 5 values. It's something that, I don't know, I just think if you're not honest, it eats you up inside and you just end up resenting yourself and you don't even understand why. Actually an introvert, but you can turn on your extrovert personality when you need to. I'm both. Is that a thing? Because I feel like I'm very loud, and a lot of my friends think I'm funny because, you know, I'm fucking hilarious. No, but honestly, like, they think I'm very loud and quite annoying and obnoxious and stuff, but also, like I was saying earlier, in social environments and stuff, I can be quite quiet and come across as being a little bit off-standish just because I'm quite shy and introverted. That you and Josh are motivated and don't get distracted by other influences. I think we used to get very distracted by other influences in our life, so we think it's very important to have a very good circle around you that understand your work ethic, your hustle, they understand your goals, and they can support that. Incredibly sweet, but you don't suffer fools. 100%. The impression that you're very high maintenance and extremely stuck up, but I could be wrong. Not at all. Like, you clearly don't watch my stories. Jesus. Like, I think I'm high maintenance in an emotional way. So like, I'm very needing and I need a lot of snuggles and that kind of thing. But like, to me, I love fish and chips on the beach. I'll always be a farm girl at heart. I don't like fucking, you know, I'm a sneakers girl. I hate wearing heels. I hate going out and looking fucking beautiful all the time. You're a typical Instagram model and only cared about yourself. But then I saw you actually interact with fans and you seem like a smart and kind, which is really refreshing. Oh, thank you so much. That is all.